Hey Stackers! For decades, the 60-40 rule was what financial advisors told their clients they needed to follow in order to build a stable financial portfolio. The 60-40 rule comprised of keeping 60% of your wealth in stocks for growth and 40% in bonds. But over the last few years, bond yields have hovered near historic lows, inflation has picked up, and in 2022, stocks and bonds fell at the same time. The traditional balance stopped working. In response, recently, advisors have shifted to what they now call the 60-20-20 model, where 60% should be allocated to stocks, 20% to bonds, and 20% to hard assets like gold and silver. That framework makes sense if you're a higher net worth investor. But if you're an average American earning, let's say, $65,000 a year, that advice isn't as relevant. So today I wanted to discuss what I believe makes a little more sense, at least for people like me, and maybe for yourself as well. Before investing a single dollar in anything, the first thing we all should do is build a solid emergency fund that can be used if you lose your job or face an unexpected medical bill. This emergency fund should cover at least 3 months of expenses, such as rent, insurance, utilities, groceries, and even gas. For the average American, that probably works out to be about $10,000. Once the emergency fund is in place, next up, your goal should be to get rid of all credit card debt. Most cards today, as you know, charge somewhere between 20 and 30% interest. All of that a guaranteed negative return. By a lot. Paying this off is one of the best financial decisions you'll ever make. Once these 2 steps have been completed, your next goal should be to invest at least 10% of your gross income each year in some sort of retirement account, such as a Roth IRA or a 401k. If you can manage 15%, that's even better. The average 401k contribution in the US is around 7% of one's income. With employer matching, you may find that your contributions may reach as high as 10 or even 12%. That leaves roughly 3 to 5% of your income to allocate to, guess what? Physical gold and silver. Okay, but why should you allocate 3 to 5% of your yearly income to precious metals? Because as the dollar loses purchasing power and inflation rises over the coming years, groceries, rent, insurance, all of it is going to cost more, a lot more. But physical gold and physical silver cannot be printed like the dollar, which means gold and silver will retain their value when the dollar does not. You, of all people, deserve to be financially stable. You deserve to be financially comfortable. So when you're ready, start building that position in physical gold and silver. Now, I know if you're watching this video, you may have never purchased a gold or silver coin or bar in your life. And it can be scary to find a dealer for the first time, especially one that you feel like you can trust. If you'd like a recommendation from me, just message me. I'd be happy to share with you the name and contact information of my bullion dealer. I've worked with him for over 6 years now, and he's one of the best in the biz. And thank you so much for staying with me until the very end. I'm genuinely grateful to have found such a fantastic group of supportive people who are all committed to building wealth and financial security, 1 ounce at a time.